to the Muskegon Channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, and today I am up in Holton with Chief Mark Hawk from the Holton Fire Department, and we are up here today to talk a little bit about a great event they've got coming up on April 14th. It is their biggest fundraiser of the year. It's a big roast beef dinner. We're going to get to the roast beef dinner, which sounds delicious. They invited me up to come up and enjoy the roast beef dinner, but I'm already booked on April 14th, which is not a bad problem to have, but it did kind of get me thinking along the lines that we haven't been up to Holton to do a story to talk a little bit about this great community and these people up here. So let's get to the fire department and talk a little bit about. Chief, thanks for taking a couple of minutes today to talk about what's going on. First of all, tell me about the Holton Fire Department. How big of a department do you have here, and how big of an area do you serve?
All right, we currently have 15 members.
Yeah.
Out of that 15, 6 are currently doing their fire academy.
Okay.
We cover 36 square miles of Holton Township and approximately 23 square miles of Cedar Creek Township.
Is that right? How many residents you got in there?
Cedar Creek, we have approximately 4,000.
Yeah, that's a big area. Wow.
We cover all the way down past Maple Island Bridge.
Do you really? So it's a pretty big area.
Yes.
For a small department like that. What, I mean, you got fires, you got all that kind of stuff. What do you see mostly as a
medical emergencies is
right?
our biggest volume of calls every year.
Car accidents and stuff like that kind of thing too?
Car accidents, medicals, the cardiacs, the chest pains, the breathers.
Yeah. Scary stuff.
Yes.
The medicals and all that kind of stuff, yeah. Well, you cover us too, because we got a cottage right down over here on Crocker Lake, so you're looking out for us. And, you know, our cottage is great, but if that thing does go, I mean, it's 100 years old, so take your time.
we joke about that kind of stuff.
We wouldn't mind a nice new house on the lake there, but I'm kidding.
We joke about that stuff.
I'm sure. Yeah, but your safety is the first thing, first and foremost, of course. And
yes.
Make sure the residents are safe up here and all that kind of stuff. So it's good work you guys do, and police and fire, they just don't get the thanks that they deserve anymore with the kind of work that you do, because it's scary and it's life threatening sometimes, and
it becomes more and more dangerous.
Yeah.
Every year it seems.
Do you? And I hate to ask, but it's a problem that we see everywhere. Do you deal with the opioid stuff up around here too?
That's increasing.
Is it really?
Problem in
so it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, we've had 5 or 6 in the last year.
Have you really? Yeah. And that's just the reported ones.
Yeah.
So scary stuff, and it's everywhere.
Well, yes, it is.
Keep up the fight, man. Keep taking care of people up
we
here.
Will.
Holton is notorious for some pretty cool events. I know that at the end of the summer, and I always kind of say it with a smile, but the beer fence is always a big deal. I know everybody loves Holton Days, and the beer fence is always
Holton
a lot of
Days,
fun.
End of July, yep.
Yep. But as the fire department, you guys got the roast beef dinner coming up on April 14th. Tell me a little bit about this. How long has this been going on?
This is going to be our 7th year having this. It started out kind of a offshoot of the Cazenovia ham dinner they do every year.
Okay.
We looked at what they were doing, and we started this to help our association out.
Yep.
That does our canteen service, which our canteen is a group of people that are all volunteer, come out, bring us coffee, drinks, food if we need it.
Yeah.
Tents, shelter, someplace for us to get warm.
Yep.
Or cool down in the summer, depending on the weather.
Do all fire departments have a canteen like this? Because I know down in Norton Shores they've got one that kind of follows the bigger fires. And there goes my remote. We'll get that in a minute. But they follow these kind of things around. They often park just off site for a little respite for the guys and the gals that are doing the work.
Not all departments do. Ours is a small group made up mostly of the firefighters' wives, husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends.
Yeah.
But it's open to anybody in the community that wants to get involved
and be a part
of it. That want to see what we do.
Sure. How does this dinner get underway? I know it's a $9 donation at the door. It's going to be held over at the Holton United Methodist Church.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Talk about the dinner. What's all involved?
We have roast beef that is started out cooked on a grill over charcoal.
Okay.
Slow cooked for 6 to 8 hours.
So is it like a big whole side of a cow that you cook, or is it?
We get roughly 200 pounds of.
Is that right?
Beef.
So you're not messing around. We're gonna have us a big dinner up here.
We have a good amount of beef. Cooked on the charcoal for 6 to 8 hours, then sliced and put in roasters.
Yep.
In broth for a few hours. homemade mashed potatoes,
Yep.
gravy, green beans, dinner roll, and dessert
Yeah.
cake.
So it's a great dinner.
It is a great
And I
dinner.
mean, you can't even beat that. $9. You can't even get
No.
a sandwich at the gas station for that kind of price anymore.
We've had a lot of people tell us our prices are low.
Well, that's not a bad thing to have either, you know.
But we do good dinner.
How many people come to this thing usually?
The last few years we've been averaging just over 200.
Is that right? Well, let's hope we can get a few more up here.
Yes.
That kind of things. You know, I kind of preach the whole idea that we might be a bunch of municipalities and all that stuff, but we're kind of one big community.
We're one big community.
Yeah.
We get a lot of support from the other fire departments.
Sure. Well, that's a big deal too. I mean, you know, as I've gone on with this, you know, Muskegon Channel, Positively Muskegon, and all that stuff, you get into some stories with fire and police and things like that, and you know, Guns and Hoses is coming up not too far down the line, and that kind of stuff.
That's the same night.
Yeah, I know. But you know, go there and come here and eat, then go to Guns and Hoses. Yep. Right. So, but one of the things I find is that the police and the fire people and all that kind of stuff, they are so remarkably loyal to charities and each other and things like that. It is truly a brotherhood, especially among firefighters.
Yes,
really is.
Yeah, we're putting our lives in each other's hands a lot, and there's been some cases that I've been truly scared.
Yeah,
had really bad days.
Sure, and that's where the brotherhood comes in.
Yes, it has.
So it's good that you guys all pitch in and help each other out.
Yep. Even afterwards, it's still there to sit down and talk and work through those problems.
I mean, dude, some of the stuff you guys see. When I was a kid, I think I went 3 times to take the civil service exam to try and be a firefighter as a kid, and I don't know if I didn't do good on the exam or whatever the reason went or whatever, but I can never quite made it through. Something I always wanted to do, but you know, hindsight being 20/20, it takes a really special kind of individual to be able to deal with some of the stuff that you see on a day-to-day basis.
Oh yeah, it does.
Some scary stuff.
There's a lot of scary stuff that we see, a lot of traumatic stuff that we see.
Yeah.
And it's
and it doesn't have to be the big inner city fire departments and all that other kind of stuff. No. It's everywhere. It's the same thing everywhere.
We see the same stuff that the big cities do.
Yeah.
And, even in a small community like this.
Yeah, up here in Holton. So, April 14th, talk about the silent auction. What do you guys got going on there? I know that's going to be a part of it.
We got a lot of nice articles for the auction.
Yeah.
We got a charcoal gas grill.
Nice.
Power washer, hedge trimmer, weed trimmer.
A lot of good stuff.
A lot of homemade items.
Yeah.
We got a person that has made some glass mugs that are all hand etched.
Oh, very cool.
Sceneries and
some good stuff.
We get a lot of good donations for it.
When you do this, I mean, give me an idea of what kind of money do you raise in a night?
Last year we did a little over $2,000.
That's all right. We hope to raise it up again a little bit this year.
The first year we did a little over $1,000 our first year.
So it continues to grow.
Growing every year since then.
That's all you can ask for. Dude, I've been doing events for a couple of minutes here in my life, and if you can see sustained growth over the years and things like that, that's really about all you can ask for.
Every year we try and... 2 guys that cook the meat, they try and outdo themselves every year.
Of course.
Try and make it a little better every year.
Of course.
Change the flavor a little bit.
Yeah.
They're set for the rest of the time to do that meat. And
good stuff. Good stuff. It's coming up on April 14th. If you're looking for a great way to get out and benefit some fantastic people in a small town, comfortable atmosphere, make sure you come on up to Holton for a great night going on. It's going to be at the United Methodist Church at 9530 Holton Duck Lake Road. Help these guys out. Any fire department you can be a part of is a great thing to do. And Chief, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk today. You know where we're at now. I mean, I try to get to every corner of the county that we can to do stories and talk about things, but you get things going on, you need a hand up here, just give us a holler and we'll come back and talk more. Absolutely. All the details will be right here on the Muskegon Channel. If you're looking for a great dinner and a great cause, April 14th is the time to come on up here and help out the Holton Fire Department with their annual roast beef dinner.